Hello and welcome to Paranormal Peeps with paralytic activities. How are you doing then?
Yeah, okay, Jack, you?
Yeah, not too bad, Jacqueline. Sweating our tits off in this in the Boodog Tavern, but apart from that, we're all good.
Well, I'm not used to it being this warm. I've been living in a tent for 11 nights. It's been great.
Living in a tent.
Yeah. I don't think anybody used to this bloody heat. You know what I mean? Love it though.
John, not when you're in a factory, mate.
I had campfires every night.
I love a campfire, mate.
Campfire on a beach.
One of them campfires. I mean, a campfire. You know, I love a good fire. I like poking me stick in the fire. That's what I like to do.
What?
Yeah, really?
Poking the
Sounds
fire.
painful. Oh, God, man.
Hey, welcome, Joanne. 3:02 p.m. on Tuesday. Hi.
Is that a doctor's appointment?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Oh, okay. Hard when she works so many days in a row, then off one, you just forget.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. I thought you were sort of.
I feel your pain.
Yes.
Yeah, so not been around for a couple of weeks, really. Dodgy internet last week, so decided not to have a go at that. And met you at a party, didn't we, in Dudley?
Yes, you did. It was a good night, wasn't it, Jacqueline? I was a couple of sheets to the wind, and yeah, we had a good laugh. You was on the old Okie Kokie, wasn't you, doing your rendition of Adele?
Yeah, it's laugh, wasn't it?
You know what? She's got competition, Jacqueline. She's got competition.
Nah, not at all.
Oh, she bloody has. You sang like an angel, but trouble is, angels can't sing either, can they?
You didn't hear the Bjork, did you? Did you hear me do the Bjork with a full-on scream?
No, I must have been outside. I thought the sirens were going off outside. I thought the
that'd be the way. Yeah, that'd be it. But yeah, it's good night, and it's a great time that people can just get together and just have a laugh, really.
Yeah, that's the whole point about it. You know what I mean? I mean, we are prime examples. You know, we've been in this field now for about 5 or 6 years as paralytic activities. But our kind of the way we do things is we do it because we enjoy it. We enjoy having a laugh when we do it, if you know what I mean. So we don't take it too seriously, but we take it seriously when we need to.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. You've got to have a sense of humour to be able to do this. Sit in a cold, dark room, just speaking to yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well, this is true. I mean, I do that on many days without being on the paranormal, especially when I'm talking to Neil, because he's deaf as a post.
Anything else wrong with me or what?
Where do you want me to start? We've got an hour, Neil.
So you posted a podcast on Haunted Antiques. That was Booze and Booze.
Yeah.
And that's when I first met you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was the first time we ever done it, really.
I enjoyed that, to be honest. That was really good, that was.
You also really were.
Well, we tried our best, though,
Yeah. Yeah. Now you've sort of gone on to paralytic activities.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, our first ever show, Jacqueline, right? This is no word of a lie. We were sat in my living room. We was both on our knees. That sounds really wrong. We was both on our knees because we didn't have it now settled and we didn't know what to expect. And it kind of spiraled from there. And obviously lockdown hit. And we've just carried on. And now we got our own little podcast, which is a kind of flying now, ain't it?
Yeah, see, we're doing really well, to be honest. Yeah. You know.
That's brilliant. That's on Buzzsprout, and then it's onto YouTube as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you can get it on all platforms: Spotify, Apple, more platforms than Donkey Kong.
What else does you on? Deezer. Yeah, YouTube as well. We still film it as well.
Yeah, because you can still watch the main.
Still watch it.
You can listen to it, and then you can go on YouTube and you can watch it when we upload it. So it's all fun. Exactly. Anna Montana, 2004.
Hiya from Texas, Charles. Hope you're well. Mason on YouTube says 2 great guests. Have you been to Pendle Hill? Pendle Hill, have you? You two?
That's on my bucket list. But so is the chicken wings were on offer at the minute. But no, I've never been to Pendle Hill. I really want to go, but I've heard some really good stuff about Pendle Hill, but I've also heard some bad stuff about Pendle Hill. That the locals don't like you being there.
Right. Okay. I visited. I didn't go up the hill. I saw it. Thought, sod that. It's a bit steep. So basically, my mate she was a salesperson, so she had a few visits to make around there. So I went to the witch. There's a special shop there, like witch shop, which is great. And then the graveyard as well, where one of the nutters is buried. So yeah, it's interesting.
I do want to go,
isn't it?
But it's a good 4-hour drive from where we are. So, you know, I mean, Neil has to be in bed by 10 because he needs beauty sleep.
John.
So what we tend to do, if any kind of trips where we go more than 3 or 4 hours, we kind of try and stop over. We sleep in the back of Luke's car if we can. We haven't yet, but we're going to.
Don't listen to him, Jack.
I like that, though.
I'm a nice owl, mate. I am.
Okay.
So Eileen says the actual buildings are private residences, so it's just the hill now. And the hills are a nightmare, you know, you just look at it and think, really? You know, you're gonna walk up it, you're gonna walk down, you know.
Well, it's a hill, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's steep, it's pointing, it's got grass on it.
That's right.
But you know, I'd still love to go just for the experience and for the history about it all, and you know, I'm not bothered if nothing paranormal happens. It's I want to go there because it's down in the old folklore, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad I've been, but you know, I just went to that little village. You know, I saw the hill. It was quite atmospheric when I went as well. It's quite a bleak like November day, you know, misty and all that. But yeah, you know, I've heard Simon Entwistle tell the story, and that was at Derby Jail actually, and you know, it was incredible to hear it because you just hear bits of it, but to hear the full story. And then obviously it was on TV. Was it last night? And that sounds like some of the facts are wrong on it.
Don't know. I mean, like I say, the Euros are on, so I've only been watching football. I'm driving the wife mad, to be honest.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, but it doesn't happen that often, does it?
Yeah, Jack, there's a comment there saying you have to be naked. Now Neil is prone to stripping off after a couple of Swifties, naked.
Not really, John. No, I don't like to get me lunging out now and then. You know what I mean? But
do you remember that famous photograph of Bigfoot? It wasn't Bigfoot. It was orange in Cannock Chase.
Yeah. It was Big
Saran Jones, isn't it?
It was Big Gus. That's what it was.
Yeah, Saran Jones' program was very predictable. Like, I do think she's brilliant as an actress, but I certainly haven't seen it.
Is that
hello? Hope you well, Liz. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, Liz.
It's our Liz. How you doing, Liz? You all right?
So, if you've got any questions for these guys, then please ask them in the chat. Anyways, basically start the conversation. Like, we're 8 minutes in already, so I blew that one. Where did the paranormal start for you, then? Do you want to start with you, Orange?
Go on, Neil. Far away. I hope you're all sitting down.
Right. When I was married a long, long time ago.
All right, Don McLean.
All right, don't keep putting in. You ever seen any violence on your show before? If you keep putting in, there's going to be violence. Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway, awesome. It was a long time ago. And my ex-wife says to me, do you want to go on a ghost hunt? And I'm like, I never even thought about it, like, you know. So she booked us on. And I was really nervous, proper nervous. So we went to the pub beforehand. And it was at Graysdale Hall in Swandycote in Derby.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to expect. I was nervous as hell. Anyway, so what we did the night before, we soaked a load of Haribo in vodka, right, just to calm our nerves as we're going around.
Oh, blimey.
I know. I was very unprofessional, but I don't want into the paranormal then or nothing. I was just calm me down. I'm not calm us down, like, you know. Anyway, we got in there, like, and the investigators were taking us through all this, what's happened in the house, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, I'm taking all this in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, she goes, this woman goes, right then, you pair her up in the attic with us, like, you know. And I went, so I got up the attic, there's a Ouija board there, there's some cat balls on the floor, there's obviously a lot of trigger objects and all that. And she's calling out to this little boy and all this. Nothing's happening, Jack. Nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it took us to another place, and they said, so, did a family burn in there or something? The family died for a fire or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she's saying to us, like. And she's saying, like, there was a little boy in this room and all this. Nothing was happening. Anyway,
Yeah.
about an hour later, there's got to have been about 20 odd people in this building. It's only small, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
it
only
is.
you've been in you.
It's even
And
smaller now because they've changed the base room.
really?
So where they had the base room at the bottom in that nursery, which you weren't allowed to go into, but you know, you kind of did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Now they shut it off.
the woman goes, right then, we're going to do a human pendulum. Right.
Right.
I'm thinking, what's a human pendulum? I've never heard of this before, like, you know. So we went to the top room, right? We all stood round in a circle, pitch black, right? All holding hands. I thought we was going to do the alky calky. That was going on. Right. Anyway, it goes, right then. There's two people in this room, two spirits, what have you. Can you push one of the people into the middle of the room and we can talk for him, like? And I'm like, I'm baffled by this now. I'm going, if anybody tries to push me in the middle of this room, I'm going to freak out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am, because I don't think now what I'd have done. You know what I mean? It must have been a strong spirit, you know what I mean? Push me in the middle of the room. Anyway, this bloke's arm starts going like this. And he falls on his knees. And I'm like, what the hell, man? So he stands up and goes, right, we're going to talk through, yeah, right. Oh, shut it. We're going to talk through you, like. If you fall backwards, you say yes. You fall forward, you say no, and all this. They're asking all these questions. Are you a little boy? How long you been here? How many boy yourself? What happened? All this stuff. He's going backwards and forwards, and I'm baffled by this. Anyway, he asked him a question, and this bloke fell forward, right? And the woman who's supposed to catch him wasn't concentrating. And he nutted her, right? He headbutted her nose. So she started screaming. So the whole room started screaming like a chain reaction, like. We're running round like this. I was in the corner in a ball. I did. I don't know what was going on.
That's too funny.
That was my first experience. And it really got me into it, you know.
That got you into it.
Nothing to do with the vodka gummy bears.
The vodka Haribo's, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, God, that's mad.
But
yeah.
Then
that is one hell of a start to it. It really is.
I know. Was,
so where did you go after that?
We went back to the pub. We just had enough.
It finishes at 12 o'clock anyway, doesn't it, at Bresley? So, yeah.
I can't remember.
Jacqueline, I will tell you the truth. When Neil says he went to the pub, he said his words to me was, I was freaking out. I had to leave early and get a drink down me. That's what he said.
I did, because I was took in by it all. You know what I mean? I really was. Wow. I don't know what to expect. And my ex-missus was the same, and this couple had come. They were the same. They'd gone, and I was still sitting on the sofa. They haven't gone. I was in the car. Yeah. But you know where I'm like, eh?
Yeah, we do.
I'm like Fred Air or Scooby-Doo. I don't mess about.
Like Shaggy.
You're welcome.
It wasn't me.
No, but it's great that, you know, you're still into it after that. And, you know, you just get one event and that's it. It just changes your whole perception and what you do at a weekend, doesn't it? It really does.
And you know what, right? I mean, like I say, I've been involved in the paranormal longer than Neil has. And but the last 5 or 6 years, I suppose, when we started paralytic activities, we've met some amazing people. Obviously, yourself, Jacqueline, and we've been to some amazing places I would never dream of going, and we've had some really good experiences. But best of all, we love being in the field for the fact that we get together as we get away from the wives, we get out the house, just the lads. And we have a bloody blast, and that's what it's all about. It
is, yeah. It is about who you meet and what you do, and you know you do have a laugh.
It's the best
you
thing.
Have to have a laugh.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do.
And
I mean, if
you carry on.
No, carry on.
No, if you have a laugh, you get the activity, don't you?
Exactly. That's what I believe. I do. I really do. Telling me them are miserable in the spirit world. No, they like a good laugh. You
That's
know,
right.
if you was to walk, if you was a spirit and you used to walk in, there's some like miserable right, and then you got like somebody in the other room having a laugh. You know, everybody here, come on, come on. You'd go in that room, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's it.
If you was a spirit, I know I would.
That's it.
Well, it's like, you know, I've always said that if spirits come through energy, you know, from the people who are in that building, you know, what better energy giver is laughter?
That's right.
Apart from a bit about your father, but you can't be doing that in there. But you know, a bit of laughter, a bit of joking, yeah, that's what creates the energy, you know. And we've had some really good results. You know what I mean? Obviously, we have a good laugh, and we don't call out like normal teams. We basically talk about the history, aren't we?
Yeah.
We talk about the alleged sightings, and then crack a few gags along the way. And if something happens or something gets picked up on the old on the camera, happy days. If it don't, we've had a blast anyway.
Yeah.
We've got Mark here from Dead Cold as well, the Chili King.
Why, yeah, man. How you doing, Mark, man?
You wait, man. I can't do it.
I can't do accents, Neil. I do try. Away, man. That's my best joke.
Away, man.
Sorry, Mark.
I'm going to start singing with the fog on the sign then.
Yeah, so Helios, when you laugh in, you raise the vibration, hence why they can pop in and do something for you. And that's it, isn't
exactly, Elias.
And I think, yeah, because like if you are being boring, then they're like, oh, okay, let's watch these Muppets. But if you're like, you know, creating a party atmosphere, having a laugh about everything, then it's like, yeah, let's join in, see what we can do. Make them laugh each more.
Well, like I say, I mean, I just had an article in the Haunted magazine, and I spoke about one of our first. It was 2019. It was freezing cold. It was December, and we went to Lillishore Abbey. Now, Lillishore Abbey is a ruin, obviously in Lillishore, and there's no electricity there at all. And we went there. We went there, and all we did, we had a good laugh. And before you know it, everything started kicking off. And because then we started interacting with, like, you know, you like a good drink and this, that, and the other. Because we was in a part of the abbey where they used to brew their own beer, so we was just doing all this kind of jokes about beer and that. And you know what? It was probably one of the most active nights we ever had.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know a guy who wanted to become a monk. Through his path in life, he was fed up with stuff and was going to join a monastery. And you've got an allowance of ale, haven't you? Well, it's great.
Drink as much as you want.
Yeah.
This is why they don't speak.
Yeah.
How come they've all got the same haircut? I don't get that.
Don't know, Neil.
They've all got a bald thing on their head.
I was actually watching Vikings last night, and there's monks on there because the Vikings raided. It was supposed to be Whitby Abbey, wasn't it? And he's got a big egg in the nest there. And I said to the wife, "Because why have monks got an egg in the nest? I don't get it. What was the point of that? I don't know."
No.
But anyway, sorry, we went straight off topic there.
I know, yeah.
It always happens, doesn't it? And that's what makes it what it is, isn't it? You just have a laugh and so good.
Well, this is it. That's the way we kind of roll.
And that's what happens. That's what happens on investigation. You know, you're there, aren't you? Oh, hello, is anyone there? And then you think, oh, you start talking among yourselves, having a laugh about something. That's it. Boom, it kicks off.
Well, exactly.
Spirits join in, have a laugh.
Do you remember the night when Neil and Jack McAvoy, who's also part of our team, went to Haunted Antiques and he was there? And Neil told me that it was one of the funniest nights he ever had.
That was brilliant. That was funny.
Oh, yeah.
What was happening in that room?
Excuse me.
Everybody was on the knees at one point, John.
What kind of party was this? Why wasn't I invited?
Oh, it was mad, wasn't it?
Oh, nice.
I got some popping candy for Mark. That was the thing.
Oh yeah.
So Mark Warbank from New Zealand, he usually comes in and watches when he's working. So he might turn up in a bit. He usually turns up soon. Yeah. And he put a meme on his Facebook about popping candy and about putting it in a certain place on the anatomy without mentioning it.
Is that what he did?
So I actually bought him some popping candy.
Should it want plopping candy?
You know what? That EVP I did in there, I could hear something new.
Yeah, so that's why we're just like, I don't know, that's what starts stuff off. And then, we were crying, weren't we?
Oh, it was a good night. Really was.
Activity-wise, there weren't a lot happening, but we were having a damn good laugh, weren't we?
Yeah.
There you go then. You know, if nothing happens on a paranormal event, you're bored out your tits, aren't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to,
it.
you have to make your own entertainment, and then start again, and then you never know. Then start again. Go and have a fag outside, and have a cup of coffee or a Monster, and then go back in, and hopefully something will start to kick off.
That's it. It was just a great experience, great night, incredible people. You know, Mark just chose different people to come along for the night. I hadn't worked with Lorian before. I've met her before, but not worked with her, and nor Mark, not you really. I hadn't investigated.
No.
You know, obviously I've been to Haunted Antiques before when you'd been there, but you know, and it was just great, wasn't it? And Richard Russell was there as well. And it was just a great night of like-minded people. And that's what it's about, isn't it?
It is. It is.
It was. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So you also went to Whitby then. Incredible place.
Yeah. I've just come back from Whitby. I went on the search of Count Dracula, even though he's a fictional character. I thought I'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
So I obviously went to the Abbey, went to the Screaming Tunnel, went to when Bram Stoker was writing some of his memoirs, and just had a little tour that kind of way. You know, got myself a nice bottle of a Dracula Merlot, and bought the Dracula book in a leather-bound book, and we had a great laugh. It was great. Me and the wife loved it.
But there's something about the area anyway, isn't there?
It's got spooky
feel about it.
As soon as that mist comes over by that Abbey and goes across the sea, you can just feel it. I mean, the graves from St Mary's Church, it's a phenomenal place. You can just sit there and just admire the view going over the ocean. You know, staring over a couple of gravestones. You won't get that nowhere else.
Yeah, it is incredible. In the same way as York, you know, there's something really incredible about the both the places. So much history and everything, and it's just got something about it, hasn't it? Different energy from a lot of places.
It is very true. I mean, I'm going to York in August, so we're stopping in an hotel right on the Shambles, right opposite the cathedral. So
the Fleece, then, not far off the Fleece.
Yeah, just up the road. That is, I think.
Yeah,
I'll be popping in there for a few jars.
Yeah, because the Fleece is actually directly opposite the entrance to the Shambles. Yeah, so I was actually staying in the room and you could see him. So yeah, that was cool.
I'm hoping to meet Jason the Argonaut while I'm there.
Really?
At the Golden Fleece.
Oh God, no!
I've never been to it.
No, you ain't.
I'd actually got to go to York earlier, but my dog decided to get ill, which was inconsiderate of him. So I had to cancel that. But I'm going back in September to the Black Swan.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend a couple of nights in there and go out and investigate the Castle Museum.
Yes, definitely. It looks fantastic. You know, the museum's underground.
Oh,
yeah. It's like walking through like where the Jack the Ripper was, and it's all underground. So, but the sky, you can see the sky in there. Yeah, it looks amazing.
It's fantastic. And then you've got I don't know if you know the Galleries of Justice in Nottingham National Justice Museum. It's like a former courthouse with cells underneath, and it's got that sort of thing as well. So you've got the original cells, and it is spooky, and God knows what happened there. You know, you've got so much history in a place like that, haven't you? And that's what does it.
Well, this is the thing. Any place you go to, I mean, I've been to loads of places, been with loads of great people, and you know something is off when you walk into a place, and you can sense the atmosphere. Now, I love that. I don't care if it goes pops in and says hello. It doesn't bother me. It's the fact that I just love that fear and the trepidation of getting the the EBGBs or the goosebumps. You know what I mean? That's what I like. Now, if nothing happens, it doesn't matter to me. I'm having a blast anyway, because that's what it should be all about. It's like when people back in the day, anybody can answer in the chat. We got into the paranormal to be scared. You know, it's an adrenaline rush. Like when you go on a big roller coaster, you love it, but you're scared at the same time. And that's what going to an haunted location should be about. So that's why I stopped going on a lot of these big events, because there's too much, what's the word? Not having laughing and having fun, because we do that anyway. But when you go and do a lone vigil and that, you can feel the fear and the intrepidation. You can feel the atmosphere. That's what gets me going. You know what I mean? Get the blood pumping. You know?
I know what you mean. I mean, there's one place I have been. I don't have many places I'm scared when I've been there, right, at all. But there was one place, and it was Smethwick Baths.
Oh,
There's like a square that goes round like that under the baths, and I've done by myself an all day like it. That's what I'll tell you. I was glad to get out of there. I really was, because it was horrible.
I can't believe he turned up with his budgie smugglers on and his armbands.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's an image, isn't it?
But Smethwick Bath is an amazing place. Pity no one can go there anymore.
Because, it is, and you've got like the markings as well on the beams, haven't you, underneath? You know, from the war and stuff like that. And, it's got so much history to it. It's just a shame.
It breaks my heart, Jacqueline.
It does me as well. You know, it should have been listed.
Yeah.
And because they want this swimming championship elsewhere, you know, and build a new purpose.
Go and swim somewhere else. You know what I mean? Go swim at the Smethwick Baths. The bloody Beatles played there. The Who played there.
Exactly.
Big Daddy,
the Craze are there as well.
Was there? Yeah.
All the history of like 60s and 70s. It's just fascinating place. It really is.
Yeah. A morgue, a plague pit. You know, what more do you want?
It had everything. Yeah. And like the stuff I got through there, my God, it was amazing. And creepy as hell. It's brilliant. Mark, John, Neil, Luke, and Jack. Absolutely the best cracking and invest. That's the Haunted Antiques one. You finish the night with jaw ache through laughter. Top friends and always will be. Going to be grand to see you all this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, make sure you bring your bloody wallet this time.
Cheers, Mark. Bless you.
Bring some chili with you. That'll shut them up.
Yeah, great bloke.
Top man, Mark. If you want to go watch some honest
investigation. Have you had some of Mark's chili?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff, isn't it?
What's that?
Yeah.
Mark's chili.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Blew my socks off.
Yeah. Bloody awesome, isn't it? It's brilliant.
My tongue was swelling up at one point.
It's like Jamie Oliver.
It was, honestly. But it was really nice. I don't like it too hot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm on about the sauces, John. I know what he's thinking. I don't like it that hot because it just kills me. You know what I mean? My eyes are streaming, and it's now good, like, you know, when you put it on your Kellogg's, you know what I mean?
God, that wake you up in the morning, wouldn't
it? That's a bad idea, actually.
Kellogg's and chili. Yeah.
Jacqueline, if anybody wants to go and check out some good, honest paranormal videos, obviously check out Paranormal Activities with podcast or Paranormal Activities on YouTube. But check out Mr. Boner, Mr. Dead Cold.
Dead Cold, yeah.
No fakery, just honest. You know, what you see is what you get, kind of thing. So.
And the production's great as well.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, the production on it is fantastic. Like, I can't do that. I'm rubbish at, I just bung them on YouTube. That's it. Yeah. I've got no opening, closing, anything. And it's art, but it's genuine as well. Like some are like overproduced and they're just rubbish.
Yeah, I know.
Other people, and it's obvious that things aren't moving and everything else. But Mark's are real and genuine.
He is. He's like the David Attenborough, isn't he?
He's the Harry Seacombe of the paranormal.
David Attenborough. You need to start singing then, don't we, John?
Well, this is it. I'm waiting for him to give us a ballad or something. You know what I mean?
The new Jimmy Nail.
Oh no.
He's a canny bloke.
He is.
Yeah. Oh no, it's going to be great. So at the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, there's the Parameet at Sketchley Grange Hotel, which is in Hinkley. There are tickets available on the day. It's £20 for 2 days, I believe, or £12 each day if you just want to come for one day. Great speakers on. So, yeah, and I think I'm helping out. Should be a good laugh. And on Saturday night, there's an awards presentation. So there were some GPN awards, and I was actually nominated for Paranormal Path podcast on the Ghost Planet Network. So, I'm just happy enough.
The voting's closed, Jacqueline?
He's already put them in the envelopes now.
It's finished. Yeah. It closed a few weeks ago. So, yeah. So,
if you looked at Mark's envelope, there's a little lump in it.
What?
Look at Mark's envelope. It says best paranormal investigator Mark, and there's a lump. That must be his boner.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come off it.
Bless. No, it's just going to be a laugh. And, you know, anytime you can get like-minded people just meeting up, you know, meeting together, no ego.
Yeah, Neil's already been there.
Here we go. You're too kind.
Give a small envelope, Mark.
See, the thing is, people keep mentioning para-unity, and quite frankly, it doesn't work because sometimes the people who mention it are the ones who's can be causing the problems. But if you just go out and you meet people, meet like-minded people, investigate, have a drink, whatever, have a chat.
Yeah.
You know, you've got different opinions, whatever, you know. And but you people, and you've all got experiences, and now you're going to find the common thing, aren't you, really?
You're going to get the odd knocker. Oh, yeah.
Next time you found an odd knocker, Neil.
Sure, really stop. I'm trying to talk sensibly here.
Sorry.
You're going to
Is
get
that
the odd
possible?
knocker.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, John, what was your most freaky encounter then?
Oh, freaky encounter. Well, there's one which I told on Jim Harold's campfire. It happened in lockdown. 2020. That's what it was. Yeah. And I was asked to go because I'm a songwriter, so I go to a lot of pubs, I do a lot of coaching houses, a lot of hostelries, a lot of hotels.
It's beautiful what you do, though. Your art is fantastic.
I do try. And so this guy asked me to go on a Sunday afternoon in lockdown. So there's only me and him there. All the doors are locked and this, that, and the other. He goes to me, he goes, John, do you mind working on your own? I went, no. They call me the lone wolf. That's why I got a wolf tattooed on my back. And he goes, well, I'm going to go to my daughter's for Sunday dinner. Here's the key. Front door's locked, so I checked it, you know. Back door, I'm going to leave now. You lock me out and keep the key and put it somewhere and I'll pick it up later. I go, fan-bloody-tastic. So the sun was shining. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. Now, he'd already told me that some weird things have happened in the pub because it's from the Second World War. And one of the waitresses heard whistling when there was no one there. Actually, in tune, went there. There's no one there. He had a bottle opener fly off the bar when there was, again, no one there. And that was caught on CCTV. I was fantastic. Yes, I'll stop here on my own. So he buggered off. I locked the door, checked the front door again because I got OCD, and then started doing my artwork. About half an hour in, I thought, I'll do a little cheeky call out. Now, I'm on my own. I'm in a supposedly haunted place. You know, because is there anybody around me? Any energies you can let me know that you're here? And I had a little giggle to myself, knowing that probably nothing would ever happen. But anyway, so about 10 minutes after, at the side eye on the left side of me, at my peripheral vision, I saw a figure of a man in the doorway. Now the doorway didn't have a door, and it led to the back. And I thought the landlord had come back. I thought he must have a key and he's let himself in. So I turned round sharply to greet him, but what I saw wasn't a person, and it wasn't a shadow figure. The only way I can explain it, it was a shadow. It was like the shape of a man with big shoulders, and it was like the Predator when he's invisible. It was like rippled water. Wow. And I told it to, sorry about my language right now, people. I went, fuck off about 10 times after one another. And obviously it had gone. It was there in seconds and gone.
Wow.
And I stood there thinking, what the pissing hell was that? What did I just see? Am I tired? Has the sun got to me? Is the paint getting to me? Am I sniffing paint? And I just thought, was that another kind of energy trying to manifest itself? If it is, I'm still here for another 4 hours on my bloody own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, I got the work done, locked up, went home. And as I was going home, I found Luke the Riddler, who's in our team, and he was telling me about a shadow person he used to see when he was a kid on the landing. And he goes, John, draw what you saw, the shape. So I drawed it. He drawed what he saw, and we sent it to each other, and we both drew exactly the same picture.
Wow. Okay.
Now, the thing, this is the killer, Jacqueline. I've got a friend, and he's skeptical. He doesn't believe in anything at all. And he found me just for this Christmas. He goes, John, I was in my girlfriend's house, and Mum had just passed away a couple of months previous. And he goes, the cat and dog were staring into the corner. And as I looked around, I saw this shape of rippled water walk across my living room.
Wow.
And then just vanish. And I says, Richard, that's exactly what I saw at that pub in 2020.
Wow. That's
rippled
incredible.
water. Yeah, it was like rippled water. Like, you know, the Predator, the film, when it's invisible. It was like that, like a glitch in the Matrix. It was odd. Now, I'm not saying I actually saw a spirit, but something happened in that thingy where there was a connection, and I don't know what it was, because I swore at it a lot of times to fuck off, and because I had to work, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
What it was, I don't know. I'm not saying it was a ghost, but what I'm saying, it was very strange and it was very odd.
Yeah, that's incredible, because I'd seen something and it's like a dark shadow and a dark mist, and then in the end it grew a face. So it was just this black mist, and it just got darker and darker, and then it got like a skull face on it. And I screamed, and as did the woman next door to me, and we both saw it at the same time, which is, it's great to get that validation.
Yeah, it
is.
But, you know, like when people, I don't call that an apparition. I don't know, maybe yours was, you know, it seems that way. But
I
I
just think it was another way of an energy forming itself.
Yeah, that's
right.
We
all everyone knows about the grey lady, the white lady.
Yeah, that's right.
Old figures and this, that. But what I saw and what my friend validated this year is, I never told him the story. Was the rippled water effect? It was like it was very odd. That's all I've got to say. Neil used to do artwork. He used to have a paint by numbers. That's what it was. And trouble, it was a pop-up book as well.
Yeah, I'm going to come clean. I'm coming clean now. I am Banksy.
No, he drinks Banksy's.
Bless you.
Yeah. Jacqueline, there's someone.
I wouldn't drink Banksy's. I never wanted to drink Banksy's.
Yeah, it's not the best.
It is. If you have a nice kind of Banksy's, it's nice, honestly.
Is
really
it?
nice.
I didn't used to like it. Nor Shipston's.
Yeah. Oh well.
I put worse things in my mouth.
They should have never brought Shipston's back, to be fair.
Yeah.
That was grim. So what's your favourite ale then, guys?
Oh, here we go. What's your favourite ale, Neil?
My favourite ale? Probably Pump Up the Jam.
Right.
It's called Pump Up the Jam, and you buy it. Yeah, I'm going to advertise them now.
Cafe Metro.
Cafe Metro in Bilston.
We're sponsored by them.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's like the best ale bar, craft bar, music bar. So fantastic cobs in there. Right. And this is fantastic in there. And they like cans, if you know what I mean. There's one called Pump Up the Jam. Yeah. They have it on the floor sometimes as well. And it tastes like jam donuts.
Oh, God.
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
It's amazing. It's beautiful, man. Really nice. I'll say that's probably my favourite.
What's yours then, Joe?
Oh, I've got so many, Jacqueline. I am a beer snob. But the only one that comes to mind, and everyone's going to say, is that it? But I love a pint of Blue Moon.
Oh, all right.
Especially with a nice big orange. But what we've been doing recently, because you get an orange wedge with it, you see.
Oh, run about me.
No. You get an orange wedge with the Blue Moon because it's a Belgian wheat beer, so it's kind of very cloudy.
Yeah.
And it's creamy. But what we do now, because like the orange flavour, we have a little shot of orange juice as well.
Yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Wow. Gorgeous.
And they sell it to Witherspoons.
Yeah.
And it's strong as well.
Yeah.
Very strong.
I like Snack Lifter.
Keep that to yourself, Jacqueline.
That's a Jennings one. It tastes of ale and chocolate.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And it's strong.
I've had some cracking ales through the years, but
yeah.
I can't remember half the names. I mean, obviously, if anybody wants to check them out, check out Paralytic Podcast on YouTube, and we review beer every week.
Oh, Mark wants to arrange something Cafe Metro.
Mark, I keep saying we've got to arrange this.
Go on, sort it. Sort it.
Really, I'm going to arrange it.
Arrange it at the Parameet. When you're at the Parameet, sort it out between you.
We will.
Neil, write that down.
I ain't got a pen, John.
No.
I'll hassle you. Sort out a date. Go on.
I'll be great.
Grab a cob.
I do like my sours as well. Have you ever tried your sours?
No.
I'll tell you what, they do this one called, what's it called? Pear drops flavour. No, pear drops.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Amazing. Beautiful. It's a sour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
don't like your sours, you ain't going to like it, but it's amazing, honestly.
It is a sour. I mean, it's called a sours, so but it's in the name.
Oh,
really.
yeah.
I know that, John.
No.
Go on then, Jacqueline. Ask us anything. Ask us bloody anything.
So, which is the location you really want to go to if you could go anywhere in the world?
Oh,
Who's
I know what
starting?
mine is, I would love, I know a lot of people say this, Jack, and I ain't being boring, but I'd love to go to Alcatraz.
Yeah.
I really would just go, I'll swim it.
Good, yeah.
Ian.
I've done my 100 yards. 100 yards.
In his pajamas.
In pajamas, yeah. Yeah, but I'd love to go to Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Just for the, I don't know. It's
Ambience is the word.
fascinates me, you know what I mean? Fascinates
Yeah.
me. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, I went to Shrewsbury Prison. I thought that was brilliant. I did Shrewsbury Prison.
Oh God, yeah. I've been shipped to Mallet. That was incredible. I actually picked up the weirdest story as well from spiritually and stuff, and it's just unreal. And I actually got two on my SB7. I must apologise came through twice because
what did you do, Jacqueline?
I actually picked up on this guy who actually murdered somebody, and he didn't mean to. It's an accident. And I think the reason that he couldn't pass over is the fact that he wanted the family of the victim to know it was an accident and it wasn't deliberate. But like it happened in the 70s. So like obviously the family's still going to be around potentially. Yeah. His family's going to be around. I did contact Shepton Mallet with the story. Everything was locked down anyway with the people and stuff. He also had a stutter, which I picked up on. But I didn't pick up on enough to identify him. But I did get the name of a park. So I was checking upon the history on that. But yeah, and to get the full story, and somebody else was there, and they were like getting, picking it up as well. So get it confirmed, basically. So it's just incredible, and to get a story like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then, at Shepton Mallet, I did 2 nights on the trot, which was great. You go the first night and then you're absolutely knackered. So then you do it all over again. I was camping in between, so you didn't get much sleep. And, just to spend 2 nights having a go at a location, one after another's brilliant as well, isn't it?
Bloody hell, man.
Yeah, I do like a good prison, to be fair.
Honestly. Yeah. I really enjoyed that.
I find them fascinating because a lot of them are quite creepy. Like there's been a lot of hangings and things like that there as well, haven't there? And I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by that sort of. Like I went to Tutbury Castle and I was in the dungeon, and I seem to get more there than anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I think like if I do go and investigate sort of the creepy dungeon sort of places and jails and things like that. That intrigues me.
Have you got any history out of jails and that? Is that much stuff going on in jails?
Well, you think about it, Neil. There's that much dark energy. And,
That's right.
Jails are made of solid brick. So that energy is probably ain't escaped off of the places. But that's why people like to go down dungeons and that. Especially Dungeon Master is always down there. And it's because it's all brick, and that's where all the dark energy is. I'm not saying anything about dark and nothing like that. But that's where it is. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's so horrific what sort of used to happen in those places. It's totally barbaric. So then, we go and investigate and we pick up any of that. It's, if we can communicate with any of them, it's special, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm very jealous of Phantom Seekers Paranormal. They've been
Eileen, Jebra, I went to Jebra last September, but I couldn't get in the jail. Couldn't get in. No, but yeah, it looks a stunning place.
Where's that?
Yeah,
Where's that, Jack?
It's in Scotland.
Oh, in Scotland.
Yeah, so Eileen's from Scotland, East Lothian. So near to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So around that area. So yeah.
Love
Just
Edinburgh.
loads of incredible places up there, and people don't visit either. You know, you've got the abandoned castles and everything.
Yeah.
And it's great. Whereas you find anything here, like everybody else goes there, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, you don't get anywhere where you're not going to get disturbed, really. Because there are so few places to go to here, aren't there?
It's like when we go anywhere, Jacqueline, right? And we plan to go to a certain location, and we do a little road trip. It's the one thing we always say, isn't it? I hope there's no one else there.
Yeah,
you know
that's
I
right.
hope there's no one else there, because we know we go to all the free ones. Well, we do now because we're skint, but we get to the free ones. So we always say, please let the no one. We went to Acton Burnell Castle, and we had a great time. But as we were starting to, it was going dark. Bloody loads of weed smokers turned up.
Oh
no, it was terrible. It was terrible. Before you know it, Neil had the munchies.
Oh God!
You couldn't drag him away. We was investigating at one point, and I've turned around and he's singing "No Woman, No Cry." The people turn up, don't they? Or already there. And it does ruin the nightlife. But
yeah, that's right.
It is what it is, you know. It ain't anybody can go there.
John, where was that? Where we went? That abandoned through the woods when we were singing the Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
That was Grace Dew Priory.
Yeah, if you go to Grace Dew, you're likely to meet people there, aren't you? It's a brilliant location. I've been there twice, and the first time, friend Phil Newton, he actually saw something in the woods with red eyes. So walking along a path with K2s activated, we were just holding them just out in front of us. We weren't getting any interference from our phones or anything. You know, we made sure of it. One specific spot, all the K2s went red. There's no electricity anywhere, obviously. You're on a footpath through this thick woodland. He looked into the forest and there was this thing with red eyes looking at him.
The demon dog, Jacqueline. That was the demon dog. Because when we was there, Jacqueline, right, we was coming to the end of the night. It was about midnight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And over the road from Grace Dew Priory, there was a car facing us for about 15 minutes, just flashing its headlights.
Oh, God, no.
I thought it was Christine.
We thought it was Christine, you know what I mean? Or Herbie. Yeah. One of the two, and he was flashing and flashing, flashing. And we started to get a bit nervous, didn't we? We thought, who is this? Is this the Jeepers Creepers, man? That's all the last thing I need. But we could hear dogs barking as well. I thought, right. And I went to Luke. I goes, we'll do this little thing on the old necrophonic. I know it's a phone app, but we don't really use it anymore because, you know, it's an experiment. So anyway, we say, shall we be here on the necrophonic? And straight away, it goes, no, John.
Wow, awesome.
And so we was right then. We turned it off and made our way through the woods. And that's when we done the Bohemian Rhapsody. So check it out on YouTube. Grace Dew Priory investigation. It's a bloody laugh.
It's good. That was good.
Paralytic activities. I'll share the link later on. So
cheers,
you can find them.
But it was odd that it said straight away, no, John. So I said, shall we stay? And he said, no, John. I went, right, and I'm off.
Yeah, clear as day, wasn't it?
And as we got to the car, two blokes, big burly blokes, with about 6 dogs, was going into the woods. I thought, geez, we got out at the right time.
Well, yeah, definitely.
So there you go.
It is dodgy, though. You know, it's not a place you can go on your own. Definitely not.
No chance. You got no. It's a different kettle of fish when you investigate by yourself. I mean, Mark Boner used to go by himself. I do not know.
Yeah,
it's a totally different kettle. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but Mark was doing dogging originally.
Probably was.
But I'd get lost at Grace Dew. This is the thing as well.
Yeah.
Because as soon as the darkness comes, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You just totally lose direction. It's a whole different place, isn't it? As soon as it's dark, it's like the woods come alive around you. And it is spooky as hell.
It is horrible.
Much as though I don't generally do scared when I investigate, I'm not fearful of spirit or whatever. I kind of shut that off somehow. So that's fine. But I think a place like that, it's more the people, isn't it? And because it is outside, you don't know what else you're tapping into. Whereas if it's a
Exactly.
building in a well-known location, you kind of know it can't go that mad. But you go out in the woods or something, you don't know.
You don't know what's in them bloody woods, I can tell you.
I'm more scared of the living.
Yeah, that's right.
Really am, honestly. Because when we get to Cannock Chase, I don't like it. I don't care what anybody says. I do not like when you're in the woods in the dark and Cannock Chase.
Yeah.
Because there's some stories there and you're like, it's horrible, man. Yeah, it's like the woods are watching you.
Yeah.
Weird.
I certainly like to go to Castle Ring, is it?
Oh, that's the real. Yeah, we go there quite often, don't we?
Jacqueline, believe you me, it's not worth the journey.
No, I wouldn't bother.
Isn't it?
No. It's now like
there's nothing there really, to be honest. It's
like
like going to Pendle and seeing a hill. You're not even seeing the ring anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it's Doggers Wednesday. You might see a few rings then.
Oh God. Yeah, but a lot of places are like that, aren't they? If you do go to a location, you find where you park, you've got them all at it, haven't you? Always
where's that, Jack?
I must say hello, Jacqueline. Obviously, talking about buildings and when obviously you go on an event or you hire the building, there's only one place I've ever been to where I've actually felt really scared. Yeah, and even though we're locked in, there's only one place I felt scared, and that's Woodchester Mansion.
Not been there yet. It's on my list.
Woodchester Mansion is, if you're on your own on the top floor, it's another kettle of fish completely.
Wow.
And you can feel. I mean, I came because the stairs are a spiral staircase coming down. So as soon as you walk one step, you can't see behind you. Walk another, you can't see behind, basically. And you come from the top to the bottom, you can just sense there's something behind you.
God,
it is quite. You can't wait to get to the bottom. When you're with someone else, it's not so bad. But when you're on your own, whew.
It's even the drive up to it's amazing.
Yeah.
It is, ain't it?
It's like an old Hammer House horror film.
It's in the middle of nowhere, and you're like just trees, and it's eerie. It's proper eerie, man. Honestly, it's freezing in there. It's the most coldest place I've ever been in my life. That chap's from the North Pole. I'll tell you what, it's colder than that.
It's freezing. Even the flame on my lighter froze.
And I thought Graslick was cold. Graslick gets cold.
Woodchester's freezing, real bad.
Wow.
I mean, I had more layers on than a Viennetta, and I was still freezing.
Oh my gosh!
It was ridiculous, to be honest.
But there's one place I went as well, Jacqueline, where the one place where I actually, again, got scared, and I don't think it's there anymore. It was the village in is it Mansfield?
Oh my God! Yeah, what a fantastic location.
Yeah. I mean, I was down on my own where all them monks burned. When we talked about monks earlier on,
yes,
they all burnt there.
Like the alien bit, they had the little alien. Yeah,
it was a laser quest.
Oh
yeah. And so and I went right down there on my own, and I felt like I was being watched. I don't know why, but I moonwalked quicker than Michael Jackson out of there.
Yeah, that was an incredible location. We've lost so many great locations, haven't we?
Yeah, but like I said, Jacqueline, it's the fact that that's what I go for. I go to feel scared.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If something happens, even better. If it don't, I've had that thrill.
Yeah, that's right.
So
yeah, I think I don't generally do scare, but it was that weird shop in Nottingham, and it's got these. Well, they don't go off through motion anyway because we're like walking by them. You know, like at a fair or something, this like puppet can sort of start moving and making a noise. We're in a room there and he's got about 4 of them. All of a sudden, all 4 made a noise and laughing and lights at the same time. And then the catboard started activating. We nearly shit ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, that was a wow moment.
Yeah.
All hell just broke loose. You know, you can't. And like I've been there like twice and nothing. A lot happens there, but there's one thing which does go off, and he says generally it doesn't, but yeah, I've seen it go off. But for the other things which I didn't even know were on the shelves to go off as well at the same time. Yeah, because you're in darkness, aren't you? And all of a sudden everything's flashing everywhere.
Yeah, stop being a black ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what you know, and. Yeah, I think there were about 5 of us, and at least 2 people screamed.
But that's what we found. But doing this, that if anything is going to happen, it can be dead for hours, and then you'll have 5 minutes of craziness, and then it'll just die flat again, like we had at the Tudor World.
Oh yes, Falstaff.
The Falstaff.
Oh,
yeah.
I've not been there either. I'm restricted like an hour from my house, but I did go to the nunnery, and that's an incredible place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nunnery is really good. Again, freezing.
I've never been there.
Yes.
I
went with Russ.
Yeah.
Your dad comes to you doing something else. Raving more than likely with his glow sticks.
I know you don't.
Yeah, that's an incredible place. I did pick up, like, you know how they grew cannabis upstairs? I walked down the corridor and got high as anything. It's so funny.
Really?
Yeah, they walk.
Where was that? Oh, the nunnery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the top floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, after obviously the nuns moved out, some people moved in and sort of started growing on the upstairs level.
Yeah.
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 They're never going to go into a nunnery and say, "Are you growing weed in there, people?" No, we're not. It's a nunnery. What kind of people do you think we are?
So yeah, they've got there's little markings on the wall and stuff, and interesting place. Hi Andy, how you well? So chatted to.
Hey up, Andy, how you doing?
We actually chatted to Andy on his profile on last Wednesday from my car because I was on a campsite and I had to drive up the hill. I had the sunset behind me. So
one thing about Andy, and is he Tracy?
Tracy, yeah, Tracy.
Do you know what? They always share everybody's stuff.
They do.
And I like that because there's a lot of people out there who don't share shit unless it's about themselves.
Yeah.
That's right, because some, like, they kind of want you to share, but they don't do it the other way. Like, I set up Paranormal Path, so basically people share. Like, I just share people's things on there. I actively ask people to share. On Mondays, share your groups, share your YouTube, whatever, As long as you don't nick somebody else's post and dump your YouTube link on it, sod that. But, and just go on and try and speak to each other as well.
Yeah. There is a few out there that won't share
Eileen. Eileen's great because she chats on her group, starts conversation. It's brilliant. Yeah, that's it. We are in this together, It's just great that we can work together and meeting you again. Are we at the weekend? I think you're coming to the prayer meet, aren't you and Tracy? So it'd be great to meet you both. And I've met you, Andy.
Yeah, get the beard in, Andy.
So yeah, it's just nice just to meet up, isn't it? Have a laugh, have a chat, have a drink. If you don't go out investigating, and that's it.
I'm looking forward to it. I am. Yeah. I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, I should be recovered from my camping holiday by then.
I would have thought.
Right. Did you have a good session or something?
No, just watching, just chilling.
I don't know about the weed in the nunnery a minute ago.
Oh God, yeah. No, just chilling out, and sometimes you just got to get away from it all, aren't you? And I did.
Yeah, you do.
No. But yeah.
Made a good break.
So I better let you two get off to the football then.
Yes. Woohoo!
Hey.
Right.
So yeah, but thanks so much for your
pleasure, darling.
Thank you for your time anyway.
That's fine. We got loads more we could chat about, but
you want to get to the footy.
Yeah.
And a pipe. But yeah, I need an early night. I was tired driving home, but yeah, have a great time. And
we will see you Saturday.
Scottish Eileen from Scotland. Why shouldn't we talk about football? I don't know. I've been in a tent. I don't know that Scotland's been kicked out. Oh, well, whoops-a-daisy.
I was gutted.
I know. I am.
I want Scotland to go through. It makes it more interesting.
I like Scotland to do well.
I know. I do as well.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, it's done nothing to me. I mean,
I like going to Scotland. I like. Yeah, I did wish them well. Like for first game, won't mention that one. And
play better than us.
My mate's Scottish, and he bought a brand new Scotland shirt for the Euros. Yes, but he can take it back because he's got a 14-day warranty on it.
Oh, oops. And on that note, thanks, lads. Thanks
and on that bombshell right there, Neil, you've just lost us 100 subscribers.
Take care then. Bye. Stay safe.
See you Saturday.
Oh, by the way, I've got a show on Thursday. It's Very Frankish. It's the time of the month again. So, yeah.
Oh, Frankie.
So, me and Barry are doing our normal Thursday, once a month chat. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.
We can't